Yo, what's up and welcome. I'm the one and only West Coast King, and welcome back to the Milan career, where today we will be getting in to season number 2. Not sure if we're going to be playing any games, most likely not, but we're going to get into this off-season transfer window. But first, per request, let's go ahead and look at the top, or the stats from this season, starting with the top goal scorer in the league, and that was Chicharito. Golden Boot winner, 19 goals. Beautiful season from Chicharito. Fell off a little bit at the end, but he is still our number 1 man, or our number 9 man, I guess you could call it. In second place, though, is Felipe Anderson, and this guy comes highly recommended from one of you that I should go get him in this offseason. I said Lazio would probably be unwilling to sell him to me, as we are a league rival, and now on top of that, he is the second leading goal scorer in the league. Even if they were willing to sell him to me, he would cost an astronomical sum. And I don't think we can justify spending that kind of money on that position. He's a winger. I don't think we need to spend that money on that position this offseason. We have other pressing needs that we need to address. So unfortunately, I'm not going to be looking to get Felipe Anderson right now. Maybe we'll revisit that in the future. Maybe in a different career mode series, we'll look at Felipe Anderson. But for this team, at this point, we're not going to be going after him. For assists, it was Perisic and Mbaye Niang. The man I've been saying I was going to sell. Didn't know that Niang actually led the league in assists, or tied for the league lead in assists this season. It's even more impressive considering he really didn't play that much down the stretch. I really preferred Lozano over Niang for the last month and a half of the season. Still 8 assists this season. That kind of changes my perception of him a little bit. A little bit. It makes me a little bit more willing to keep him. That's not too bad at all. We had a couple of players also with 5 assists. We had Chicharito. We also had Bonaventura, De Siglio, and I think one more. Yeah, Youri Tielemans in limited action actually also racked up 5 assists as well. Remember, he came in January. In half a season, he got 5 assists. That's not too bad. And for the most clean sheets in the league, is it really any surprise? It is our boy Donnarumma. 18 clean sheets. That is absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely trust this dude with my life. I would be willing to drop a little child off of a tall building and just trust Donnarumma to catch him. That's how much I trust this dude's hands. He is phenomenal. He's an amazing goalkeeper. No surprise that he was the best goalkeeper in the league. I've been saying it all year, and there is proof. 18 clean sheets for him, beating Buffon, who only had 14. 14 is a lot, but still not as good as Donnarumma. And here are the team stats as well, so you can get a look at how each player on our team did, comparatively with the rest of them. Chicharito obviously led the team in goals. Niang second with 7 and those 8 assists. Again, he's growing on me a little bit as I take a look at really his overall impact on this team. Those numbers would really hurt us if we were to lose them out of this team. I'm a little bit more unwilling to sell him now. He's growing a little bit. Corona, a good season as well. 6 goals, 4 assists. Those two, same amount of appearances. Corona had statistically the worst season, but he and Lozano do things that Niang doesn't do, and they don't show up on the stat sheet. They beat that first defender, and they make the pass that lead to the assist. That doesn't show up on here, and that's what I really, really trust them to do, and that's why I love Corona and I love Lozano. Niang is more of a straightforward player. He gets those goals. He gets those assists. He makes his plays in the attacking third, in the 18-yard box. That's why the stats show up for him on the stat sheet. Bonaventura, 6 goals, 5 assists out of the midfield, not too bad. Kaká, 6 goals, 2 assists. You'd expect a little bit more out of the center attacking mid position. I was a little bit disappointed with Kaká in the first half of the season, but when the season started to unravel a little bit for us in the second half, Kaká stepped up and he had some big performances, and that is when I was really happy we actually had Kaká on the team. He led us a little bit down the stretch. Suso, 5 goals and 18 appearances, not too bad. Lozano, again, same as Corona, not the best stats in the world, but what he does really, really well doesn't show up on the stat sheet. So I give him a pass on only 3 goals and 1 assist, most of those as a substitute as well. So you got to keep that in mind. Montalivo, 3 goals, 4 assists. I mean, he's an absolutely fantastic player. Laren, 2 goals, 1 assist in 5 appearances. Really, really good. Not quite as good as Chicharito as far as the goal to appearance ratio goes, but still not half bad for a player that's still very, very young and not very high overall as well. Youri Tielemans, 2 goals, 5 assists in only 15 appearances. A lot of those as a substitute as well. And the rest of the players, they were okay. I mean, not really the greatest seasons in the world, but most of them are reserves or defenders anyway, so you kind of kind of give them a pass, I guess. One other thing I want to do before we proceed forward, and I forget, is I want to change Jerson Vergara's number. He is number 3 right now, and that number is retired at Milan. It belonged to Maldini. So we're going to change him to number 4. Hopefully no one had that number. Good, no one did. So that is taken care of. Thank you, whoever that was that reminded me of that. So the number 3 is retired. No one can have that number. Vergara will have number 4 now. And finally, the last thing to do before we move into the next season. I know this is getting a little bit long, but bear with me here. We need to do this, but we need to look at our objectives for last season and how we did. For youth development, nailed it, no problems there. I like getting young players in, so that really wasn't a problem for me at all. Brand exposure, we nailed all of those, including the long-term objective. Not sure where we earned the $22 million through media earnings, but we did it. We had 3 seasons to do it. We did it in 1. Okay, that's cool. Financial, we just narrowly are going to miss out on finishing with $22 million in unspent funds. We finished with 19.6. It's really good. And with all the players we brought in, to still have that much money left over, not too bad at all. Domestic success, we missed one of those objectives as well. That was the Domestic Cup. We lost to Atalanta in the round of 16. We missed it by 1 round, so that's a little unfortunate, but we did nail our league finish. We won the league, obviously, so we hit that one on the head. And then continental success, all we had to do was qualify for Champions League. Obviously, winning our league, we did that as well. So we missed 2 objectives, but we hit all the other ones. I'm pretty happy with that for our first season. All right, so here we are in season number 2. Let's have a look at our new objectives. For youth development, we're supposed to grow 1 youth academy player by at least 10 overall points and play them in 10 matches. Okay, that's gonna be tricky. We might not get that one. It's only medium important, so I might just fail that one. I'm not sure if we can even do that. For brand exposure, sign 1 crucial first team player assigned to a midfielder or midfielder position. We're planning on doing that. Gain $110 million? $110 million in shirt sales. Okay, that's okay. Financial, finish the season with $22 million in unspent allocation money again. That's interesting. Domestic success, reach the quarterfinal of the Domestic Cup. I'm gonna try to do that this season. In the league, we want to win the title. Okay, that's not too ambitious or anything. And in the short term for the continental success, reach the semifinal of the Champions League. What? Our short-term goal is to reach the semifinal of the Champions League. Our long-term goal is within 4 seasons in the Champions League, reach the semifinal. How does that make sense? Long-term, they're giving us 4 seasons to do it. The short-term, we have to do it this season. So I guess we're going to be trying to hit both of those this year. Not sure how this is going to go. We're competing on a lot of fronts. I'm not sure if this team is built to succeed everywhere this year, but we'll give it our best shot. All right, so here is the new shortlist and the players I'm looking at for this season. You can see we have no center back on this list, and that's because I've made the decision that our most pressing need, first and foremost, is at center attacking mid. That's why you see so many of them on this list. Secondly, it's going to be fullback to take over the spot where Abate plays, whether it's moving DeSiglio over to right back and getting a left back, or just buying a right back and putting him in there. That's our second most pressing need. Center back, we actually have some good players there. Remember, we also have Timothy Fosu-Mensah that can play there, and that's why I originally bought him. Loads of potential, could really grow into that spot if allowed to do so. So, I mean, if it need be, we'll allow Fosu-Mensah to play there. So, center attacking mids where I'm going to spend the bulk of my money. But here are the fullbacks I've added to the list. Hector Bellerin, a lot of you guys want to see me get him. I think he's a little bit overused in career mode, but if you want to see me try to get him, I'll have a look. Florenzi, I've added to the list because I absolutely love the guy, but being that he plays at Roma, probably not going to be coming into this team, and I don't want to spend $25 million on a fullback anyway, so that's probably a pipe dream. Miguel Ayun, a lot of you guys supported the idea of getting him in. The price looks right. I love the player. That's probably going to be the guy I go after at fullback. And then for center attacking mid, like I said, a lot of names on this list, a lot of expensive names as well. So I'm actually going to wait until we get that season ticket money in that will almost double our budget. At that point, then we can go looking at the center attacking mid spot. So for the first month of the transfer window, not a lot of players are going to be brought in. Actually, probably none. Instead, I'm going to look to sell off a couple of players that we don't need anymore. And then once that other money comes in, then we'll start buying players of our own. So I'm going to weed out some of the players we don't need first and then look to buy players later. And of course, we will be participating in a preseason tournament. We'll just go for the most expensive one. Hopefully, we can get some more money out of this as well. Every dollar is going to help in this season when we're trying to buy a world-class player. An extra $10 million could really come in handy. All right, so we have our first transfer offer in. It's for Donnarumma. No, not even close. I don't even know why I'm even showing you this. Never gonna happen. Our next two transfer offers are in now, and the first one is for Niang. There's no way I would sell Niang for 31 million. There's no possible way. Leipzig just flat out can't afford him. I would want upwards of 50 million if I was to sell Niang, probably closer to 60 million. So that is not going to happen. If we do get an offer like that, I would entertain it. So I'm not going to disallow all future offers for Niang. We'll allow other offers to come in, but that price just isn't going to get it done. And 29.5 from Napoli for Bonaventura. That is tempting as well. We kind of have a clog in the midfield, but Bonaventura is our highest rated midfielder. That's just not going to happen, especially not to a league rival. So that's also going to be a no. And our next transfer offer is for Chicharito. Going back to the Bundesliga? No, not really an option. Yeah, he's staying at the team. He's our featured striker. We're just not interested at all in selling this dude. All right, so we're into the final of this preseason tournament. Again, I'm simulating all of the games. Not only are we in the final, we haven't given up a goal yet. So the defense is holding strong, very, very much so. But injuries are taking their toll, and we actually have a monster problem now. Suso pulled calf. He was only out for a week. Yeah, I'm not worried about that one. Kaká being out for 4 months with a broken tibia is very, very troubling. Suddenly, Hachimastor is starting. That's not what I wanted. Well, it was a while ago, but not now. That's not what we need right now. So, yeah, until we figure this out, Tielemans probably will start there. He actually has played there a couple times and is very, very good. He scored a couple of goals already in this preseason tournament from that spot. So we'll probably start Tielemans. Mastor has a monster role to play in this team right now. I'm a little worried. I'm not going to lie. That I did not want to happen. That's one of the few players we absolutely could not lose. And he's gone for half the season. That is very, very bad. So into the final of this preseason tournament we go. Of course, I'm simulating this one as well. And there's an interesting situation developing here, okay? Lozano got suspended for 2 games. Obviously, he got a straight red card for something. Niang has had to step into that left wing spot because I don't have anyone else to play there right now. Lozano is suspended. Suso was hurt. Pulisic still hurt. Niang is all we had. He's been the best player on the team in this tournament. So I'm glad I made that decision not to sell him. Lozano is now back, but I can't replace Niang. I have to keep him in there for this final match. We have to rely on him for this one. Come on, the boys. Finish this thing off. Beat Augsburg. We win it on pens. We did not give up a goal the entire tournament. The pairing of Romagnoli and Fosu-Mensah is elite, at least against these teams. They weren't the best teams in the world, but they were some pretty decent teams, some teams with European experience. I'm very happy with that. I am excited about that partnership moving forward. Suddenly, I don't feel too much pressure to go get a center back. I like what they did in this tournament. So we have another offer in for one of our players. I haven't gotten a single offer in for any of like the 12 players I want to sell. They've all been for our bigger players. This one's for Yuri. We're just flat out not selling him. Not to Liverpool, not to anyone. He's a main player on this team. He's very important now that Kaká is injured as well. We absolutely just, we can't sell him, nor do I want to sell him. And finally, we have an offer in for a player I actually want to sell. It's for Gianluca Lapadula from Empoli. I don't even care if it's a league rival. I'm actually going to counter this. I really would like, you know, what he's worth, which is $5 million. He's still a decent player. I think he's worth the $5 million. So hopefully Empoli will accept that and they'll make an offer in for him. And yet another offer for Niang. There's no way. I'm considering just disallowing all future offers. With as good as he's been already this season and as important as he kind of is for us now, I might not sell him at all, but we'll still entertain offers for him. The other offer is for Pinocchio. Who cares? I don't even care. I don't even know what they're offering. I don't really care. We're just going to get him off the team. We don't need him. So with the new season, we're also going to redeploy our scouts. Well, one of them. Gasparoni will stay in Italy. I'll set him up in a minute. But Puhovski, he's done in Croatia. And honestly, I'm probably not going to send him back to Croatia because, first of all, he didn't find that many good players. And secondly, I can't pronounce the names of the players that he did find because their names are absolutely ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I can't pronounce most of them. So it's a bit of a problem. Instead, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to send him to Portugal this time. He found a lot of good players in France, which I can't actually highlight because that's in a different region. But either way, I'm going to send him to Portugal. I mean, what better place to send him than to the country that just won the Euros? So makes sense. So we're going to set him up in Portugal. I'm actually going to look for technically gifted players. We're going to send him up there for 6 months. All right, so we're going to be going into the Super Copa now. It's our second straight year participating in this. Last year, it was as the Domestic Cup winner. This year, we're coming in as the league winner. So, 2 years in a row is not bad in this thing. It's not bad at all. I'm going to go with what, in my opinion, is right now our best possible starting 11. Debatable whether Lozano or Niang should be in there. With the start that Niang has had to this season, maybe I should be playing him, but I want to be able to, I want to try out my best 11 on the field altogether to start this season and see how it goes. So that is the team we're going to put out there. Let's see if we can't pick up a trophy early in season number 2. All right, here we go. Kickoff against Napoli. They've got one of the most dangerous attacks in the league. I mean, Insigne, Gabbiadini up top, was one of the best goal scorers in the league last year. Got to keep an eye on him. And their midfield is fantastic as well. So, a lot of players to look out for in this one. Bonaventura, early shot. How did that go in? Okay, well, what the hell? Napoli hasn't touched the ball. I was just going to test the keeper early. Tests given and tests failed for the keeper there. Not really. Maybe he didn't see it. He just dove really late. Didn't dive all the way out there. That was such bad goalkeeping. We'll take it though. 1-0 early in this one. Okay. Didn't even finish the intro for the game, and I don't remember what I was saying. I'm just about as stunned as anyone else right now in the entire stadium. I cannot believe that Bonaventura scored that. Most of that was just bad goalkeeping. Can we not actually just give it right back, though? Thank you, Donnarumma. Wow, that's the difference. Donnarumma's a G. Their goalkeeper's not. Donnarumma's just that good. All right, a corner. Wow, they took that really quick. And oh, my goodness. Okay, a lot of shots in the first 6 minutes of this game. A lot of dangerous shots as well. Can we settle this thing the hell down, please? Ooh, nice little move from Lozano. Keep going. Yes, Lozano, that's beautiful. Somebody get up here and support. Here we go. It's going to be Yuri. Just no time to... Look how quickly they closed down that shot. There was so much space, and then in an instant, there was nothing there. That is what I've been dealing with constantly with this team lately. It's not their fault. The defenses are just so quick all of a sudden. I can't get a shot away. Oh, beautiful play, DeSiglio. What a stop. Oh, nice Montolivo now. Everybody's getting in on the action. That's to the wrong player all the way. Come on. Play that. It's Corona. Has a shot. Corona hurts himself, and it's a bad one as well. He went down instantly on that shot. That does not look good. Okay, Suso's going to have to come on. That's really, really bad. I'm actually very worried. The way he went down instantly like that. Oh, man. That's another bad injury. I know it already. That's probably going to be months. Uh-oh, Fosu-Mensah, get out there. Get out there. Oh, my God, another great tackle from Fosu-Mensah. Fortunately, can't really keep it. And that ball's in. Oh, it's off the post. Get rid. Donnarumma, still get rid, please. Oh, he jumps on it and makes the save. This is absolute madness. This game is just ridiculous right now. What the heck is that? Oh, man, Insigne's up the wing. Oh, the ball is in. There's nobody there. There's no... What a ball across, and it's going to be a pen. How are you going to give that foul? I swear they only call fouls on me. I honestly thought we got that one clean. I thought Bonaventura made a good play. Let's see. Not a foul. That's absolutely not a foul. He won the ball, and then he kicked me. That's such bullshit. Come on, man. I absolutely hate fouls in this game. They do not work. They're absolutely trash. We better not give up this goal. Come on. Go right down the middle. Off the post. That is karma, bitch. We do not deserve to lose this game. Come on. There is the final whistle. We win. We didn't play well. We didn't create any chances. It's not really the team's fault, though. I mean, we're creating the same chances that I've always created in FIFA. The same exact style of play. I haven't changed. I'm still playing the same way. Even at the beginning of FIFA 17, still the same. Just the defenses are a million times better all of a sudden. They close everything down instantly. The second you touch the ball, they're on you. And the goalkeepers are unbeatable. I can't score goals because of that. So we'll just keep grinding away. There's going to be a lot of 1-0 games this season. I might change the sliders, honestly, and just turn the goalkeepers off. both goalkeepers, mine and theirs, so that there's more goals scored, because this is not fun. This is just boring. Alright, so the Jesus Corona injury is as bad as I thought. Torn quad, out 3 months. I knew it was bad when it happened. Like I said, he went down instantly as soon as he hit that ball. You knew it was not going to be good. And suddenly we have 3 healthy wingers. We have Niang, Lozano, Suso. That's it. Those are all the wingers we have, other than a couple of younger players in the mid-60s, though I'm not sure I really want to be giving them significant minutes. I will if I have to, but preferably I would not. So suddenly, I'm not so enthusiastic about spending $55-60 million on a center attacking mid, when clearly we're going to need another winger possibly. We still need to buy a center attacking mid. I don't know if I'm going to address the defense at all. Abate might have to just have to stay in the team, because I don't know if I'm going to have enough money to get one, just get a new fullback now. Or a center back. I don't know. I don't know. So I'm ending the episode here. I'm not even going to get off of this screen. I just need to rethink how I'm going to do this. If you have any suggestions about maybe what I should do, let me know in the comments below. But we're kind of back to the drawing board as far as our transfers are going to be going this offseason. So that's it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, make sure to let me know by leaving a like below. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you when we come back for some more Milan Career. See ya.